We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
Welcome to Issue 2 of the Bronx Stampede. I'm Ellie Dolan.
And I'm Caleb Keller. Traveling outside of America is always an adventure with new sights and culture. But what is it like having students from different countries in America? Marissa Brenneman introduces us to two foreign exchange students attending SHS this year.
People often wonder what it's like to live in another country. In fact, people from other countries wonder what it's like to live in the United States, including Sheridan, Wyoming. Each year, SHS accepts 1 to 5 students for their foreign exchange program. This year, we had 2 students, and I asked them about their likes and dislikes of the United States and how it differs from their life back home.
Mein Name ist Valentina und ich komme aus Deutschland. I'm at 12th grade, so I'm a senior.
สวัสดีครับ ผมชื่อเพชร สหัสวรรษ วรรณโชติ ภาเวศ I am currently in grade 11. The school counts me as a senior, so I'm technically grade 12 here.
So my problem was I wasn't that good in English and I want to know another country and to come in another language, and it's like experience for your life, so I really wanted to do this.
I chose to do a foreign exchange because my sister, she went on a foreign exchange year and she had really great time, and also my mom wants me to also go on an exchange year, so I decided why not.
First of all, it's very easy here and it's crazy, the schools are so big here. So first time I come here was like, oh my god, that's so big.
It's different in a way of how schedule has been laid out, because in Thailand we have 4 separate sets of schedule and we rotate each day.
But the people are like very openful and they talk with you. In Germany, it's not like this. It's more like hello, and it was a conversation.
I guess it's the weather, how cold, how cool it is. Because normally in Thailand it's like 90 to 100 degrees.
So I really thought that Americans eat always like in McDonald's or KFC, I don't know, but it's not like this. So my whole family is very healthy, and I don't know, it's like, it confused me very much.
Patriotic, there's guns and eagles and American flag. Everything in the media revolves around America, so not a lot really surprises me.
Ellie, what did you do this weekend?
Absolutely nothing.
What are you doing for lunch today?
I don't know, this time would be much more exciting if it was a foreign country.
Although these foreign exchange students see Sheridan as a new and exciting experience, many students here see Sheridan as a boring place.
Let's see what the scoop is on our town.
Look around and see a teenager. Walk up to them and say, "What's up?" They're most likely to say nothing. Many people, mainly high schoolers, find the small town of Sheridan to be very boring with nothing to do. This is a common complaint uttered to friends and parents. We asked students and staff around Sheridan High School what they would wish to see in Sheridan.
Can I have time to think about it?
A Ross. I wish Sheridan had a Ross.
Bigger sports center.
Target.
Water park.
An arcade, that'd be dope.
Mall. Foot Locker. A rec center. More free food.
A laser theme type of place.
Less white privilege.
A better choice for women's clothes.
A Wawa or a Dutch Bros.
An arcade. Trampoline park.
I wish Sheridan had a Dick's Sporting Goods.
More public events.
Some new restaurants.
A mall.
Hi.
Large sports venue.
All right, thank you. Students have lived in Sheridan their whole life and may find it boring. However, some students and teachers from other places disagree. Sheridan is pretty great.
I think it's better here because my friends all have cars and we can cruise around and it's fun. It's cool that you have so much restaurants here.
I think it would be better for the kids to grow in the United States, and those times we don't have too much to have fun with, and the United States we have a lot.
There are many community members and organizations trying to create new activities and recreational facilities in Sheridan.
Probably the place I'm most involved is through my work. So I work for the Homer and Mildred Scott Foundation, and we're a philanthropic organization that funds a lot of the youth serving entities in our community. I think we've been a part of lots of conversations, hopefully that also include young people in areas of interest for them. So building the indoor ice rink, the pathways system throughout town, the bike and walking trails like with the Sheridan Community Land Trust, both at Soldier Ridge and out at Red Grade. I'm trying to think of a few other examples. The new aquatic center with the YMCA. Just a lot of community conversations trying to create opportunities for things for youth to do.
Every year, students and teachers alike fear one acronym throughout the school. I apologize, our system isn't letting us say it.
The test that shall not be named is creeping up on juniors and seniors, but what is the big deal about it?
Let's find out what students and teachers think about
Why is the ACT so focused upon?
I think the ACT is a good kind of measurement of how well our students learn, how well we've learned throughout the last 3 years of high school, and kind of a reflection on our teachers too, how well that they know their content and have been able to relay that information to students.
I think it's probably a good test to, I don't know, place you in different classes in college.
For colleges, see how smart the student really is. It gives them a score that's equivalent to how smart they are, I guess. I don't know, in each section of math, science, reading, yeah.
I think the importance of the ACT is to really open doors for students. You might not know what you want to do or where you want to go to school or what degree or technical degree you might want to pursue. And by doing well on the ACT, it really provides students with the opportunity to open doors despite their not knowing, perhaps.
What's your opinion on the ACT?
I think the ACT is stupid and we shouldn't have to do it. I think that with the rules that they give you, it's a little stupid, but I think it's helpful for colleges to see how smart a student really is, kind of challenges them.
I think it's probably a good test to, I don't know, place you in different classes in college.
I think the ACT is stupid and doesn't measure your intelligence.
Hey, did you study for the ACT?
Nope. No, I did not.
Yes.
I did not.
Oh yeah, what's a good way to study for the ACT?
Well, we have a lot of different ways to study for the ACT. We have the ACT Princeton Review, and we have both the 2017 and 2018 copies, and you can check those out from the library. In addition, we have Naviance, and that is a personalized learning tool for every student, and they can get on and work on their weaknesses. It will actually tell them where they're needing to practice in, let's say, mathematics or in science or reading, English, any of those sections. So that would be another resource. My doors are always open, and then most of the teachers are embedding these practices within the junior classes, especially the core classes.
All I want to do this year is watch athletes slipping on ice and picking fights with all the good hair.
Well, lucky for you, Ellie, it's hockey season right now, so now you can accomplish your goals for entertainment.
Ooh, let's see how our Sheridan Hawks are doing this season.
Every school year, you go watch basketball or football for most of the time. But there is a team that is not connected to the school, but they are even more extreme than any basketball team or football team. Of course, I am talking about the Sheridan Hawks, Sheridan High School's hockey team.
My favorite year by far was my second year of Bantam. So when I was about 13, I think, we made it to the state, or we didn't make it to the championship, but we made it to the third and fourth place game, Cheyenne, and we came back and both of us, all three of us actually, we scored about 10 goals altogether.
Yeah, my favorite year of hockey was probably my freshman year. That summer, me and Jack, we went to Finland and played a few games over there while we were in Finland, and that was probably the highlight of my career.
I'd have to say my favorite year of hockey was last year, my freshman year, because it was my first year on the high school team, and we made it all the way to the state championship, and I had a fun time playing with the boys the whole season. So
So, how long have you been playing hockey?
I've been playing hockey for 13 years now.
What would you say is your favorite year of hockey?
Probably last year when we went undefeated the whole season, then made it to the championship game. We took second, but it was still a fun year. So.
Now that you've seen the average routine of a Sheridan High School hockey player, you should come watch some of their games at the M&M Center.
Wow, that sounds like a chill season.
Yes, so it seems, but...
Hey, what about basketball?
Yo, chill. Let's see how the boys and girls are performing in their basketball seasons.
It's January, everybody. That means winter sports are underway. I talked to some longtime basketball players about their current season and how they get along on and off the court. Let's see how these Lady Broncs are doing.
Sheridan Lady Broncs basketball team.
I've probably been playing basketball since I was like 3 or 4. It's always been a part of my life. So
Probably since I was like 5 years old, just like traveling in rec league. So
since kindergarten, I think.
Since 2nd grade.
Since about 3rd grade.
Since like 3rd or 4th grade.
4th grade. Yeah.
This year I feel like we're really focused on like not being selfish. So like everyone's like about the team, and it's more like, oh, we need to be better as a team, not just, oh, I want my points, and all about them.
I think it's a lot better because our motto is obviously selfless, so we're not worried about ourselves, we're worried about our team and what's best for the team. The connections we have between sophomores and juniors this year are really good. I think Gillette is going to be our biggest opponent, just like last year, because they always have like strong guards and strong posts.
Probably Gillette, like usual.
It's probably going to be one of the Gillette teams this year.
You know, Gillette's always really good.
Overall, like I can tell that we're getting better every game, so I think that it's going to be a good season.
We're taking the intensity a little bit higher, and we're going to grow a lot this season, I think.
It's just fun to play together on the court. We're just having a blast.
I mean, our wins, losses for varsity aren't great. I think JV's doing really well, though. It's going pretty good so far.
I like Ab's shoes because they glow in the dark.
Kaylee Abernatha, they glow in the dark. They're so cool.
Probably Cameron.
Kaylee Abernatha has the coolest shoes. They're the KDs.
God, okay. Why?
Me?
Ooh, actually?
Probably Allie.
I really like Molly's. They're Hardens, and they're gray, and they're suede.
Looking good, everybody. Let's hope for a successful finish to this season for the Lady Broncs.
Every year, the Sheridan Broncs basketball teams have players returning as well as players leaving. I looked into every team to see how the new basketball season is going. First, I interviewed some players from the freshman team to see how the new environment is treating them. How does this season compare to last season?
We're putting in a lot more work and effort, and it's definitely more fun, and we have good coaches.
Nice. So how does the high school in particular compare to the junior high for basketball?
We definitely do more practices at the high school. We have more games, and it is more competitive.
It's a new environment coming up to the high school. Just feels a lot different from being in the junior high and playing like 3 schools repetitively. And now we're playing a lot better schools and better teams. And yeah, and this year we have a lot younger coach, and he kind of works with us a lot better.
So what do you guys focus on in practices?
I mean, pretty much everything. A lot of the fundamental stuff, shooting, ball handling, defense. One of my big things is you got to be able to play defense. We're not going to outscore anybody, so we've got to be able to get stops at the defensive end. But it kind of goes game to game. I mean, if we're struggling on something in one game, then the next couple practices we're going to focus on that and try and get better at it so we can improve for the next one.
For most of the sophomore team, this is not their first year playing, but sophomores have to get used to adapting to more competition compared to the freshman year. And how's the team chemistry?
Team chemistry is really good. We've been playing together for a really long time. It's just good to have that team bond.
It's probably the best as it's ever been because we've been playing together since we've been little, and just being able to grow that bond together, it really helps us on the court.
Everyone has just played with everyone for a long time, and it's just great that we know where we're going to be on the court, off the court, and we really it helps on the court.
And what do you guys work on for practices?
Practice can be anywhere from shooting, defense, rebounding. We try to use as much time as we can to get all facets of the game worked on and to the best of our ability.
Well, typically we try to do a lot of shooting.
it sounds pretty fundamental, but I like to get the guys shooting a ton, hopefully doing as many competitive drills as we can possibly do and just making the guys compete against one another in just about every drill we can do. Coach Martini would say that no matter what happens, whether we win or lose, that we need to be the hardest working team out there, and that's absolutely true. So we try to make our practices as high intensity as possible and put our guys in as many game-like situations as we possibly can.
The JV team has also returning players who have some set goals this season. The JV team is determined to meet the challenges of the more intense competition. So what's the main focus this year?
Win every game.
It's mostly just handle the ball. Like, that's what we're really working on right now. And just play with a lot of energy and a lot of focus. We're not very deep right now, and so just get out there and play for as hard as you can for as long as you can, and you'll get something.
Okay, so how's the season going this year?
Great so far. We're 9-1, and we've got 2 more games before we start our conference season.
Okay. And what do you guys mainly focus on during practices?
A little bit of everything, honestly. Coach Martini's practices are very difficult, so most of the time we're focused on defense and rebounding. And then when we do work on our offense, they're either breakdown drills or 5-on-5 scrimmage situations.
The varsity team is loaded with experience this season. The team hopes to take their game to the next level. How's the team chemistry this year?
We're all playing really well together, actually, because we've got a lot of returning players from last year, and we all know what's going on with the program.
It's really good. Everybody's pretty good buds. We don't have anybody that doesn't like each other. We all are really good friends. We were before coming in this season, so it's really nice.
It's great. We're all best friends. The top 5, even after that, we're all best friends. We hang out outside of basketball. That's the best part about it. And it's awesome. I've loved playing with my best friends every Friday night. It's been great.
All right, so how's the season going so far, guys?
You got it.
The season's going good. We're trying to work hard. What?
We're kind of on and off right now. We hit some rough patches, but we've played some good games too. We're improving.
Doing really well. We just starting to figure out what we need to work on, what we need to do better. These first few games have really helped us figure out what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, and so we're a good start so far.
It's been a lot of fun. It's exciting. Basketball's a lot of fun always, and that's about it. It's been a lot of fun.
The kids are working extremely hard to get better each day. We're really competitive in our practices and competitive in games, and so it's been so far a great experience for our kids.
Basketball players are typically known for having the best pair of shoes, but who has the best pair of basketball shoes on the 2018 Bronx team? Who has the best pair of shoes this year, and what are they?
Like game shoes? I don't know. We all kind of stuck to like the same Paul George's or Kyrie's, and all white or all blue. So yeah, we kind of stuck to that.
Isaac Axman's got the best pair of shoes. They're Nikes.
What kind of Nikes?
I don't know.
Lon has some nice 1994 Nike Boosts. They're a little worn down. Time to update. So.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd say Gabe has some cool shoes. The new KDs that came out, they're nice.
Me, and these are them.
Hey, they're not gonna show.
These are them.
Those are them.
These are them.
These are them. Better these.
Me and Carter, he's got the Kobe 10s, and I have some Harden lifestyles.
That's too easy. That's me. I have the Kobe 10s, and if I don't have the best pair, I definitely have a pretty good collection. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Blaine's a lot. He usually wears some Kobe's, so I like those a lot.
Ooh. Jacob Boynt, I like his. James Harden, whites. I actually almost bought a pair. They're pretty sweet.
I'd go with Parker Christensen. He's got some hyper dunks back there that are pretty sweet. Blue, kind of grayish. They're pretty sweet. So yeah, I'd go with him.
Does. Who would you say? Probably Sesh. I think Sesh. Sesh has a customized pair of Kobe 80 mids. There you go. And they're pretty chill. I like those. That'd be it. Yeah, they're there. No, he's not wearing them. Dang it, Sesh.
Sheridan Bronx basketball teams have players returning as well as players leaving. I looked into every team to see how the new basketball season is going. First, I interviewed some players from the freshman team to see how the new environment is treating them. For the most of the sophomore team, this is, yeah.
Wow, I'm not totally sure about the freshmen this year. They just don't know what to do.
Maybe all they need is a little guidance and wisdom, Ellie.
Maybe they should get some help before the seniors leave this year.
With a new semester here, there's still a fresh wave of freshmen, and sometimes they just need some upperclassmen wisdom to survive.
Freshman year can be an intimidating experience for many. A new school brings with it many challenges. Teachers can be stricter and schoolwork can be harder. It's easy to feel small walking through the halls. Relationships and driving only add to this complicated equation. To help aid them through this uncomfortable experience, we asked some seniors to give them some advice.
So, you're starting high school this year. Yeah. I've been through about 4-5 years already. I should probably give you some advice.
All right, so I'm supposed to give you some advice about life and some topics. So relationship advice as a senior, probably best just feelings are just for schmucks and they're not useful, but it's good to have fun in high school.
Well, generally the girl is always right, so just let her
Yeah,
win.
oh, I know that.
If she says she's not hungry, she is. So just
Girls are
get
just
her
always
food
hungry.
anyways. Girls are always hungry.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some girl advice now in high school. You see girls here, they like to be finessed. So you just gotta steady flex, alright?
I started driving when I was 14, so I was the only freshman that drove. Because I was just really cool when I drove because I was the only freshman. But then I crashed that car when it was icy out. And then a few months later, I got another car. And then I ran into a school bus, crashed that car, and then got in a few other minor accidents. But I'm still here, honestly. And yeah, I drive a Subaru. Subarus are great cars, honestly. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Don't call the school and act like your parents because they'll know. I've done that before and I've gotten caught. So don't do that.
Like Albert Einstein said, if you love what you do, you never work. And so you got to find what you love to do in high school. You can't ignore the elephant in the room, but high school is very centered around sex. And honestly, it's like you just got to be safe and smart about that stuff, honestly. And also drugs and alcohol are a big part of high school, but you got to stay away from those because that'll mess you up right in a hurry. But yeah, save the experimenting. Or if you're going to experiment, just be safe. And yeah, don't be afraid to try it. But then again, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure. Don't try it at all.
Yeah, pretty much. Just do what you're comfortable with.
Well, that wraps it up for today. I'm Caleb Keller.
And I'm Ellie Dolan, and we will see you next time on the Bronx Stampede.